Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. IPOB has finally called out all the northern groups and also the individuals who have lambasted the president over the consideration for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. Don't forget that CNG has spoken, Arewa Consultative Forum has spoken, even Yakasi also, who is a renowned northern, have spoken. We've heard from Yerima Shetima. So many of them have spoken. For one, none of them have considered the issue of national unity. They lambast the president, and for them, it's going to be a very wrong move by the president to call off the case and release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. But guess what? IPOB has decided via his spokesperson to reply every one of them, and you see some of the statements that they have made, which goes a long way to open up what has been happening in Nigeria. All right, but before we give you full details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also the icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our video. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has said it is to Nigeria's benefit that some Igbo elders are asking President Muhammadu Buhari for the unconditional release of its detained leader, Nnamdi Kanu. The group slammed all the northern groups that have spoken against the plea by the Igbo stakeholders that the presidency should let Kanu regain his freedom. IPOB said the northern groups have only displayed their self-centeredness and ignorance, adding that it has confined the reason IPOB has been seeking to have the Southeast break away from Nigeria. It then warned that the group should desist from insulting Southeast leaders. IPOB stated these in a statement by its media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, that was obtained on Friday. The statement described the antagonism as shameful display of stupidity and arrogance by Fulani-controlled pro-Northern Association under the auspices of Northern Consensus Movement, NCM, where they voiced their opinion to the visit of Elder Statesman Chief Mbazulike Amechi and other respected, credible Igbo leaders to the presidency to ask for the unconditional release of our leader. It said further that the ranting by these groups are not only disgusting but provocative and one of the very reasons we agitate for self-determination. How can we continue to belong to the same country with people who are self-centered and don't reason objectively? We don't want to dignify these inconsequential groups, but we just want the world to note that these were the same charlatans responsible for the bringing down of Biafrans living in the north even before the Civil War. It blamed them for further attack on the Igbo people in the northern Nigeria. And it went further to say they are still the mastermind of unprovoked and senseless attack on Biafrans living in the north up till date. They want to keep us together in these bondage so they can continue in their attack against us, but it's too late. We are warning these northern groups to stop disparaging Igbo elders, traditional rulers, and respected bishops who made out time to meet the president in Abuja for a peaceful resolution of the debacle. These are the real enemies of Nigeria who don't want peace to prevail because of their selfish interests. The Igbo leaders and elders, traditional rulers, were doing Nigeria good by telling Buhari to release Nnamdi Kanu. We believe much in what we are pursuing, and their ranting cannot afford to move us in our resolve to get Biafra. It's quite appalling and unfortunate that these attention seekers are showcasing their stupidity and ignorance to the world by coming out openly to rant in the very manner they did. They should stop pretending that they don't see the handwriting on the wall against the Nigerian government and its security apparatus for the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. IPOB called these northern group hypocritical for not speaking against many attacks by insurgents against Christians in the north, also for keeping mute while the cleric Sheikh Ahmed Gumi went about negotiating on behalf of bandits. According to him, he said, where were these groups when the Kabiru Sokoto behind the December 2011 Christmas Day bombing of St. Teresa Catholic Church, Madala near Abuja, that claimed scores of Christian worshippers was released from prison by Buhari? Where are these elements without conscience as the federal government has continued not only to release but absorb into the security apparatus of Nigeria thousands of captured insurgents and Fulani bandits responsible for the daily senseless bringing down of innocent Nigerians, including security operatives? Why are these ethnic bigots getting agitated and unsettled because Nnamdi Kanu, who committed no crime to ask for a referendum for the freedom of his people, is involved? Where were these hypocrites when Sheikh Ahmed Gumi was and still negotiating with Fulani bandits and midwifing the release of their victims after billions of naira and hard currencies were paid as ransom? Why would any upright and fair mortal who reasons like a human being ever oppose the unconditional release of innocent freedom seeker like Nnamdi Kanu in a country where mass beings are daily being granted amnesty and state pardon? Let these pretenders know that there is time for everything. The Fulani will not continue to call the shots in Nigeria. Kingdom rise and fall. Tyranny doesn't last for too long, as many tyrants have since gone the way of all flesh. Those were the statements by IPOB, and that is just to send a message across to multiple northern groups who have come out standing together so strong against the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them came as individual, they spoke as individual, and some as group. And for once, nobody has seen it from the perspective of uniting the nation and also kind of starting a healing for the long-term pains of IPOB people. Now, one of the things that must be considered, especially at a time like this, is for you to kind of reduce the fire that is burning strong in the hearts of many of these IPOBians globally, especially when they begin to retrospect most of the nefarious events that have happened in the Southeast. They are not happy. Some time ago, I heard some persons who have already spent more than 15 years who were agitating. They were robbed with a lot of things. They are Southeasterners, and they were just released after 15 years in prison for not committing any crime. I mean, it breaks the heart. One can stand afar off and think that did not do anything, or that did, at least they stayed alive now. But come, those things break the heart. And if you can manage to reduce the pain and the anger in the hearts of these people, it will go an extra mile in at least solving a little part of the problem. Because all of what we are seeing, the agitation today, their anger today, is boiled down to not just marginalization, but the ill treatment given out to a majority race in Nigeria. And this majority race is not just a group of clowns around who have done little or nothing for the good of Nigeria. If we look at how much that has been contributed in terms of taxation and economic development in Nigeria, I can assure you that topmost in the list will be Southeasterners. They have done tremendously. They are the first in the list when it comes to the issue of, automobile in Nigeria. And even when we talk about big-time businesses, most of their young people are involved in, medical field, and they are doing superbly well. And outside the shores of Nigeria, their representation has been so great. But if they have done all of this, why then are we kind of not, using this opportunity to prove to them that we love you guys and we still want to stay together, than to be lambasting and speaking ill when we have watched with our eyes Boko boys, most of them who claim to have repented, have been released without any struggle. I mean, it's high time we wake up and put the past in the past and see how we can forge a better future where the wounds of many can be healed, even with little things like this. It will go an extra mile to heal their wounds. I'd like to leave it there. Go to our comment section. What do you think is the standpoint of the IPOBians when it comes to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?